So I just started the recording. If you're just getting on or you're watching the replay, my name is Sarah Placencia, and we also have Samantha. Is she muted?
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I muted myself.
Oh, you're fine. You're good. You're good. And she's also joining us. I think there's also a couple other coaches on here. So thank you guys again so much for joining our little coach call Zoom thing. This is like the first time ever we did this. I probably shouldn't say that because we've been pros and been doing it forever, right? So, but we just want to see how this would go. And yeah, we'll save questions for the end. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. I'm going to make sure everybody. Yep. All right. One more. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead. Hello. Good to see you guys. I am going to say I started off coaching just about, when was this? April of 2014. And what got me into it was just seeing people that were just like me, and I actually knew them. Because sometimes it's like, it's always so far off when you're like, oh, that person, you know, they did it and I don't know them. And, it's some pyramid scheme I don't want to have any part of. So that's actually what I thought way back in 2012 when my coach first asked me if she wanted to, she invited me to become a coach and told me about the business. And I was like, no, thanks. Like I've heard other people talk about it and it's not for me, and thanks anyway. And honestly, she gave me a Shakeology packet and I threw it away. Like I feel so bad saying that, but I just want to be truthful and honest and open with you guys because that's what I did. And yeah, and I didn't, like a year and a half went by and I never thought of anything else about it. I even taught Beachbody classes, which I knew didn't make me a coach because I knew it was like two different things. But I knew that Beachbody also had home programs because I saw them like on the infomercials in the middle of the night and everything. So I kind of still knew that Beachbody coaching was a little bit different than teaching classes. So I was like, no, I'm more of the fitness instructor. Like, this is what I want to do instead. And then it, happened to be that I got to meet some very successful coaches who were just rocking their businesses and like they were quitting their full-time jobs and they're like, oh, I work from home and I help people online and I help them get healthier. And I'm like, well, what does that even mean? Right? Because it's like, okay, that sounds easy enough, but I'm sure there's like steps to it that I wanted to find out more and more about. But I kind of had this like blind faith. So I ended up like signing up and I just did it anyway, even though it took me a year and a half. So, which now looking back, I'm like, darn it, I wish I would have signed up back in 2012. But anyway, you just learn as you go and timing is everything. And I even feel that way. Like if I would have signed up in 2012, I might not have been ready for it. So it's probably a good thing that I signed up now, or back in 2014. So once I did, I went through the steps. I joined my uplines training and she put me through the trainings and I learned as I went and I participated in challenge groups, which some of you are already in our challenge groups. But if you've never heard of them or don't know what it is, they're all done through Facebook. Some people even run theirs on Instagram. But what happens is we help people by telling them about, like, say, P90X or Insanity or PIO, like a lot of programs that you've already heard, which, you might even hear people just call in. I know I owned Insanity and P90X before I even became a coach. So I'm sure a lot of people are most familiar with it. Oh yeah, she's saying make sure you mute your lines. You're so sweet. I'll go through just in case. So I ended up, going through the challenge groups and seeing like, okay, wow, this is actually a business and people are getting healthier, not only through fitness, but also nutrition. And let me just tell you a little bit of my background. I'm actually a fitness instructor. So a lot of times people will come to my classes and legally I'm not allowed to tell them like, hey, this is what you should be eating. Here's your list of guidelines and meal plan and eat this. Like that's actually illegal. I can't do that unless I'm a registered dietitian. So that was always something that I was like, oh, sorry, I can't help you more. Thanks for coming to class, or it was like, hey, let's go get pizza afterwards, job security. No, I mean, I try to tell them to eat healthy, but, I can't overstep the bounds of like what's legal and all that. But with coaching, everything is laid out front to back. They get awesome meal plans, meal guides, and portion control containers. So a lot of people in my classes, I've seen them actually get better results from partnering my fitness, whether it be in classes or the home programs, along with nutrition. So it takes the guesswork out of like everything that I would ever have to like go to college for and like put all the time into and all the money. And in 4 years, I could make that income of like Beachbody coaching rather than like going to college and spending that much money that I could have made. So that was the appeal that I wanted to go. And, each month I've actually made more each month doing this business. And that's the thing, like, you don't start off like, oh, great, yep, this worked, I made $10,000 this month. like it's something you have to steadily be consistent on, and you have to be steadily, running challenge groups and being a product of the product and showing people like, hey, maybe you're not always doing a Beachbody program, but you're living a healthy lifestyle. You're drinking Shakeology if you need a meal replacement, or, you're just being, a good example to other people. And a lot of times, people even think like, okay, well, I don't want to sign up and then I have to spam and sell, which you might have some friends who are, maybe they are coaches and that's what they're doing. If you join me or Samantha's teams, we do not do that. And we are on the opposite spectrum of that. Like, as soon as we, I know Samantha does this, like if she sees somebody like do a spammy thing that's like, buy this from me, join me now. And it's like, spammy looking, she will call you out and be like, girlfriend, what are you doing? Or like, dude, like, let's reword this, or, just try to help people by being that inspiration and that encourager. And something I noticed as well with my own business was back when, 2-3 years ago when, I was just doing Zumba and my fitness classes, I was spamming people all the time. And I was saying, come to my classes, here's my class, here's my next class, here's tomorrow's class. Like I was looking at it like, okay, Facebook was my job. And it was something where I wanted people to come into my classes, and that's what I was selling them. Whereas Beachbody has kind of turned it around. I'm like, obviously I want to help them with Beachbody or help them with fitness, help them with nutrition, but more than ever, I want to help inspire them, whether or not they ever buy anything from me. And that's something that has like really changed just the way I work my business, but it's more so just making those connections. And something else that I love doing is running my free group just as much as like my paid challenge group. And it's something where people can just connect and be a part of a family. And it's just a positive, like, we're part of a circle that it's just fun and inspiring. And I don't know, that's what I love about coaching. And I could go on forever, but I know Samantha has to talk. And yeah, so I've been in it a year and a half, and pretty much I just love it. And I want to tell everybody about it. So anyway, I'll let Samantha talk. So go ahead, girlfriend.
Hey guys. Okay. So my story is a little bit opposite, actually. I met Sarah off of YouTube because I was like, I Googled Zumba videos and I found she popped up, and I messaged her. She added me on Facebook, and I was like, oh, she added me. I was all excited. And then within 2 hours, I signed up as a coach. 2 hours of becoming her friend on Facebook. Yeah. It was not a year and a half later. It was 2 hours. And then after I signed up, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Like, I seriously just threw away money. Like, this is a scam. What did I just get myself into? I was freaking out. And then I didn't tell Sarah this. Sorry, Sarah. But so after a while, I kind of got used to it. She threw me into a training like right away. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to see if this works. I'll give it 6 months. And after 9 months of being a Beachbody coach, I was able to quit my city job. And I'm actually now making double of what I was working at my 40-hour-a-week job. And I only work like 4 hours a day at home in my pajamas. And I get to work out at home and drink shakes as my job. It's amazing. So yeah, I just definitely can't complain. But I have noticed I was actually a little bit spammy at first because I was like, join my challenge. I want to do this. I want to grow my income. And then after a while, I kind of realized like, it's not even about losing weight. Like, some people don't even need to lose weight. It's more about like just being healthy, and whatever healthy means for you, that might be different for every single person. Somebody might need to get more flexible. Somebody might need to fix an injury. Somebody might need to gain muscle. Somebody might just want more energy for their kids. Like, there's so many different like ways of being healthy. And, I don't always say like, hey, join my weight loss challenge, because you might not need to lose weight, And I know I did not need to lose weight. I'm like too skinny. I'm trying to gain weight. Like, so there are different ways of being healthy. And that's what I really realized as a coach is there are so many ways, there are so many different programs that you can like pick and recommend for each person. Like, there's Pilates, there's yoga, there's dancing, there's building muscle, there's high cardio, there's losing weight. There's like so many different options. And with I was teaching Zumba. Well, I still do. And I realized I was like, I can't help as many people in my Zumba class because Zumba is all cardio. Like, and there's like a little bit of toning in there, but I can't help them with their nutrition. I can't help them like with the meal replacements. I can't help them gain muscle. I can't any of that. So with Beachbody coaching, Zumba now is to me like more fun than anything. I kind of just go and, I have my students that love it and we have fun. And then And then I come home and I really help people. So that's my story. See, a year and 2 months now, I'm making double what I was making from working 40 hours a week. And now I travel and I go everywhere. And Sarah and I are going to go on a fitness tour together. And we were trained by Shaun T and like all these amazing things. And I just like, I wish I would have done this 15 years ago when I was like 7 years old. No, I'm just kidding. So that's my story. And I wanted to open up and see if you guys have any questions before we tell you, like if you want to sign up, we can help you with that. But do you guys have any questions? Like raise your hand or like wave at us if anybody has a question for us, like personally or about the business or anything like that. Anyone?
I know some people I put on mute and I'm like, oh wait, I can't see their face. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute everyone. Just to see if anyone wants to speak up because it doesn't show everyone's face. So does anybody so far have any questions about how we started or why we started? If you're not in a challenge group, I know some people are like, well, what the heck is a challenge group? And in this group, or in the event page, I wanted you guys, we'll be reaching out to the people who clicked on join or interested, because we want you to actually see it for yourselves, see what a challenge group looks like, because you do have to have that passion for wanting to see people succeed. Sometimes, it is going to be something where, if you're in this, like, well, I didn't make as much as I thought I would, so I quit. You do have to have that mindset, like, you know what, I'm gonna do this a year, and I'm gonna devote 1 to 2 hours every day, building my own brand and like reaching out to people, but like we said, not spamming. Like it's more like it's your fitness journey that people are going to be inspired by. It's not posting a photo of Shaun T or Tony Horton on your wall saying like, look at this, every other day, they did this. Don't you want to look like this? It's more like, okay, you are living the healthier lifestyle, and that's what people are inspired by. And we do that as coaches and teams. We always team up. You don't sign up and then you never hear from your coaches again, because this is a business that we want. Like, we're only successful when our coaches are successful and our challengers are successful. So this is definitely a type of business that we're only doing this because we want to see people succeed. But the possibilities are endless, and that's just what I love about it, because each month, if I just work harder or a little bit longer, or just taking the time to talk to people, it's definitely been worth it, not only emotionally, but also, financially. And something else I love about it, the 3 vital behaviors is a big one in Beachbody coaching. And 2 of them are, I look at it like, oh, this is really selfish. But at the same time, you have to, be in the right mindset. And one of the things is personal development, which I did not graduate from college. And I'm like, I was never driven in that sense of like, oh my gosh, I have to read all these books. But what's funny with Beachbody coaching, it's all personal development and bettering your mind, and also just getting to a place where you do feel like you have enough confidence. And that was something that I had to work on a lot. And it's something where Beachbody kind of opened my eyes up to being like, what the crap? Like, I can do this. Like, if anybody else can do this, or, this person can do this, like, that's the thing. Like, you just have to have that confidence and that belief. And of course, you're going to be fearful in the beginning. Like, every day, it's probably going to be like, I don't know if I should, like, maybe I'll ask Sarah 25 more questions, or maybe I'll watch Samantha and see what she's doing. And, and it's something you do. You just kind of have to just, find out for yourself, but also ask questions. Like, that's what we want. And that's why we're here, to help you guys and figure out if this is going to be worth it for you. So in order to sign up, did you want me to go over that, Samantha?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, I didn't see anybody raise their hands. Did anyone have a question so far, or just questions about signing up and what is? I know a lot of times people are like, what's my commitment? What are you going to make me do, Sarah? I'm not going to make you do anything because it's your own business. So that is what's nice about it. When you show up, you get paid. Oh, wait, I have one person. Adriana, hello. I'm going to unmute you right now. Hello.
Hola, hola, hi.
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 Nice to see you in person.
Yes, well, in camera.
Yes.
I have a question. We have goal to sell, or we need to sell an amount?
That's a good question. You do not have to sell anything if you don't want to. A lot of times, actually, a lot of my coaches have signed up for the discount. So you can either just sign up so you can get a discount on Shakeology or a discount on future Beachbody programs, because you do save 25%. So if you wanted just to do that, you're more than welcome to do that as well. If you do want to run challenge groups, then, we can work together on that and co-coach or co-lead challenge groups together.
Okay, it's because on other companies,
Mhm.
you need to you have goal. You need to sell. You need to sign up people,
Mhm.
and different companies have different rules.
Mhm.
That's why.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we don't try to tell people, you have to do this, otherwise you're out forever. Like,
Okay.
everybody has their own business and you don't have to meet a certain quota or anything like that. So
Okay.
it's, something where if you have 3 people signed up on the Hammer and Chisel Challenge Pack, then, you've made $150 that month. So, or 100 to 150, depending on if they get the challenge pack. But yeah, that's kind of how it starts off, month after month it can grow, but sometimes people are like, you know what, I'm just going to back off. I'm just going to do my own workout. And that is fine. There's no pressure to sell from any of your coaches. So yeah, that's a good question though. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. So good to see you in person, all the way from California. So fun. Oh, from Janice.
Question.
Blink. Oh yeah.
Sorry, my screen is blank and you can't see me. So I wanted to ask a question this way. So how many hours, if you can quantify a day or week, did you spend to get your business going? I can answer that one. I was working full-time, going to school and teaching Zumba and doing homework and working on a degree. It was insane. When I started Beachbody coaching, it was like, I don't have time for this. What did I get into? So I literally did 1 hour a day during my lunch break at work. And for the first 6 months, I did 1 hour a day. And that got me, and in 9 months, so the first 6 months I did 1 hour a day. And then I started realizing my income was growing. So I started spending a little more time on it. And I was like, okay, this is kind of worth it a little bit, because I was like making money. So I ended up going to 2 to 3 hours a day. And then after I bumped it up to 2 to 3 hours a day, that's when I was able to quit my full-time job. Now I do, as full-time coach, I do 4 hours a day. Does that answer your question? Okay. Yes. Okay.
I know, right? Yes, thank you. And no, that is a great question. And that's something too with coaching. We go over what's called a power hour. And within the trainings too, I think we both have, Samantha's doing kind of one-on-one emails right now with her coaches. And right now I'm doing a group training. And so what I have is, I think both of us have different videos that we share with each person. And it kind of goes over the back office, because as soon as you sign up, you have your own online office and you do not have to worry about stocking products. I know a lot of companies say, you have to buy so much and then you sell it. Like, you don't have to have P90X videos in the back of your car. like everything is online. You send them your URL and then you make 25% commission. And then from then it actually grows, because, there's something called team volume, and it's hard to understand in the very beginning. But what happens is, like Samantha and I, we're growing a team, and whether that be people who want the Shakeology discount because they've lost weight, they're healthier, and they want to replace this meal forever. My husband and my sister-in-law were my first 2 coaches to sign up for the discount, and they're still coaches a year and a half later, because they're still both drinking Shakeology. So, but that's the thing. Like, I look at other companies too, because I've even thought about other companies that are out there. I mean, Beachbody, if you think about infomercials, Beachbody has the #1 infomercial. So a lot of times you don't have to personally sell. Like, when you tell somebody, have you ever heard of Insanity or P90X? Most likely they have. And what's awesome is you call the number Beachbody, and when you start to grow your business, they actually assign customers to you. Mm-hmm. So that's something else that the longer you're in this business, you'll start to see the perks and the free trips and prizes and
yeah. So that was another question, was how do you get clients, and do you use your Facebook friends? I reach out to everyone, anyone who I think could benefit from it. Yes, Facebook, Instagram, email families and friends. And then, like Sarah said, you also, once you get to a point in your business, you get free customers as well. So people who order from infomercials, people who get online and order and they don't have a coach, certain coaches will get free customers as well. And I think Sarah and I both get free customers every single month. Mm-hmm. So that's another way that you get clients as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's a lot of times too, like, that's always the hesitant part, I think, in the very beginning, when I first look at it like, oh, I don't want to be salesy and I don't want to sell everything to everybody. And once you realize the benefit that this does for people, like, most likely you're in a job where you are selling something, right? You get paid a paycheck. whether it's retail or you're working at a hospital or, something where you're providing a service and you're getting paid for it. Like when I look at Beachbody, it's pretty much no different. So you have to look at it like, okay, what am I doing here? Am I benefiting someone? Am I changing someone's life? Are they going to benefit? Are they going to get off their meds? Are they going to be healthier for their family? Are they going to live a longer life? Like this type of business is very, very rewarding. So of course, I look at it like everybody can benefit from Beachbody, but I have to hold myself back because I don't want to be spammy either, but I do want to just invite and show people like, hey, this is a lifestyle, but it's also, could be a job. Like, oh my gosh, like this is 2015. Like how many of us are on our phones? Like everybody all the time. Like we could not have a job like this 15 years ago. So, I mean, in the future, they always say like network marketing jobs, you hear from top CEOs. I think Bill Gates said it too, but Chalene Johnson, she said if she was to do it over, she would go back and be a network marketer because it's this type of job is a great career, but it just takes time and consistency. So I would say, investing in a year to 2 years and doing the trainings and running challenge groups, it can definitely be a good job. So, sorry.
Okay, the next question is, are there any annual dues or fees that you have to pay? So let's talk about how we sign up and then what there is a monthly fee, but I'll let Sarah cover what you do to sign up to be a coach and then what will be expected once you are a coach.
Yes, I know. Sorry. I get off on tangent.
I know we only have like 5 minutes left.
Oh, yes. Okay. So yes, in order to sign up, you do sign up with a challenge pack so that you can be an intern coach in one of the challenge groups, which just means that you'll be participating, whether it be, I think I grabbed this because this workout is kicking my butt. Hammer and chisel. I got this with the Shakeology and it came with the little portion control containers. Just so that you know exactly what it takes in order to be helping other people. And no, you don't have to have all the programs. Something else that, when I'm helping people and I realize, wow, they have arthritis, like they're not going to be good at high impact things. There's something called Tai Chi. So, I mean, I would, that's probably great for like somebody 65 with arthritis. So it's like, you're going to find something that's going to work for someone and you can always research and there's program guides in our back office. But yeah, so to sign up, you would receive 21 Day Fix is actually on sale for $140. So that's the minimum that you would spend for your first month. And this is $160, but it would come with, the workouts. There's, I think 12 of these. And then you do get the nutrition guide as well. So it tells you exactly what you should be eating, recipes, how many servings of each thing. And awesome dressing recipes. People always go crazy over these dressing recipes. I don't know about you guys, but they do in my groups. And then also you get a 30-day supply of Shakeology. The following month, it is $15.95 for every month after that. So $15.95 to what is it? Upkeep your coach fees and your website fees. So if you don't want to buy anything more than that, you don't have to. But if you are going to be working the business, we highly recommend that you are on Shakeology. What I did in the beginning was actually I got the packets and I was handing them out to friends and family and even sometimes selling them. So that kind of paid for my own products. But then once I started drinking it, I'm like, this stuff is really good. Like you're not going to get any type of meal replacement or shake out there. It's because it's not a protein shake. It's nutrient dense meal replacement. And so yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to be paying each month. $140 for your first month, and then after that it's $15.95 for your coach fees. But if you want to be seriously working the business, it's $15.95 plus your Shakeology, which is discounted to $99 per month. So it's $140 and then $115 each month after that. So that hopefully answers some of the questions about signing up. And to pay off that, a lot of times all you have to do is help 3 people your first month. And then if some of those are repeat customers each month after that, you'll actually start making a part-time income. And if you help 5 people per month, you can look at like a full-time income within about 2 years. So, but again, if you're helping more like 10 people per month, you can expect that full-time income a lot sooner. So was there another question? I thought I saw one pop up, but maybe not. So hopefully that helped answer. I know, sorry to talk so quick, but you can always message us. We'll be contacting you guys with any other questions. Was there one more question from anyone? Raised hands, or I don't see anyone else. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy night.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully this helped answer any questions. If you're like, nope, peace out, not for me, that's totally fine too. But if you're like, you know what, I want to join your next training, we'd love to give you guys more information on how to do that. So thank you again. What do you think, Samantha?
Thank you.
Anything else you want to add?
I was trying to think if there's anything else we need to cover before we close it out. You know, I was worried about buying Shakeology every single month because I was like, I was literally living like paycheck to paycheck before I was a coach. And then I realized that like I was spending $7 or $8 at Subway almost every day. And as a coach, I'm not kidding. Because I didn't have a fridge at work. I didn't have a microwave. I didn't have anything. So I literally like was in my car for work.
Corn.
And so I was spending $7, $8, $9 every day for lunch. And so when I started drinking my shakes as a coach, they're $3 a day. And I literally actually ended up saving over $100 on groceries and on my like lunch money just from drinking my shakes for lunch every day. Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, I know it seems a little expensive, like $99 a month, but you look at it every day, it's only $3 a day, and you can literally use it as a meal. It doesn't seem that bad. Mm-hmm. And if you spend, I mean, if you help 3 people a month, that is completely covered and your fees are all covered. And it's, you know, you don't want to like push it on people, but we really want to change more people's lives. And it's actually not hard to do. People will come to you and be like, hey, I'm ready to change my life. And you're like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it together. Why not? You know, it's not hard. So you guys can all definitely do it. Does anybody else have any questions? And Sarah and I will be on our computers probably for the next hour. So you guys can like private message us, I'm sure. If you guys have any questions or anything. Good? Everybody give me a thumbs up if you're good. Because I know you guys said, yay. Okay, good.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. We do appreciate it. So sweet. Well, we'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you again, Samantha.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.